dude.
I think Kappa Pride have this in team comp. I think they do. I want to believe.
You're believing in Kappa Pride?
I'm believing in Kappa Pride. I think they have this, man. I think they can really...
I'm just so worried about that Stitches pick. Okay, I'm fully loaded now. We're all good. I'm so worried about that Stitches pick. I don't see it being great against the composition. It's not great on this map. I'm just worried. I hope it works out for them. But against a team like Mouse Control, whose execution is always flawless in the early game, I just don't know. I'd love to see it work out, since Kappa Pride, so far, I mean, over the last games, their bans and picks have just been unorthodox and crazy and really enjoyable to see.
I mean, this is why you want Amateur League tournaments, because we just saw a Bright Wing Lily ban. Now that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so I'm going to introduce Mouse Control here on the left. They'll be playing they are the blue team, so we're going to have Razalat in his tank position on the Chen. Achu is going to be playing that Butcher. Restlit, who I'm just going to call Rest, is going to be Jaina on bottom lane. Prayed in their support on that Rhaegar, and Lark is going to be playing the Sylvanas. We're going to have a tri-lane bottom from Mouse Control. So if you want introduced.
And yep, we got Blargag on the Malfurion, Chilla on the Abathur, Xerox on the Johanna, Ranius on Zeratul, and Torf on Stitches. We're going to see Johanna heading straight to mid lane. She's going to be up against Butcher. Stitch is going to be up against a Chen, and it's actually going to be Abathur and Stitches on that top lane. And on the bottom lane, we're going to see a tri-lane on the bottom lane.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty standard way to do it, to go 1-1-3.
Yeah, pretty standard there.
Quite standard. Chen and Butcher both pretty good solo laners, especially Butcher against the Johanna. Melee versus melee, Butcher really excels. We're actually going to have a little engagement onto Zeratul here. He's going to fall to...
We're going to see some decent poke coming out there. Yeah. And Zeratul is just going to grab a quick heal up there. He's not grabbed his pool yet, so he's fine. And we can actually have Abathur just jump down into that bottom lane if needs be. So it's not a big worry.
Chen is going to be doing pretty fine.
Zeratul jumps in and gets hit by two of those. I don't even know the name of the ability.
Is it Blizzard Pulses?
Yeah,
Frostbolt?
Blizzard Pulses. So he actually gets hit by two. On the top lane, we see Stitches going toe-to-toe with the Chen. And on the middle lane, we see Johanna. Well, Stitches is still going toe-to-toe here. And he's actually winning that engage.
He's got the Abathur hat on him most of the time, but Razalat as a Chen is just able to regen up so quickly.
They
He's going to have a tower taken down.
Tower that early, and that's because of the Sylvanas. We really need to see Abathur jumping into the bottom lane, because you cannot leave a Malfurion to solo. He is not going to do good there. They're going to push really hard. And Chen gets pulled out, or he jumped out. We're going to see a good cleave coming in from Zeratul, and they might land the kill here. He's just tanking it though. There's the first kill for Kappa Pride. And that's going to bring them back to level on XP.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, we have the two towers taken
coming in from behind on bottom lane now.
Bottom. Probably Sylvanas and the Jane are going to be able to get out of this. Johanna going to be able to slow down the Sylvanas, but not much going to happen. She's just going to Haunting Wave out.
Yep, she's out.
Abathur hat on the Johanna though. So.
Abathur on the Johanna, and she's actually getting cleaved quite hard here. She's got no mana. The heal comes out from Malfurion, but it's just not enough.
No,
when we're gonna see, and they don't notice each other, I don't think. And they're pushing in really hard now. They do need to help out this bottom lane. Zeratul jumps in, and he's going to take two frozen.
Oh, and he's going to die. Oh, and that Malfurion get picked up by the Blizzard. He walked into it to try and heal the Zeratul, but that was that. In top lane, in fact, we're going to have Stitches engaged on here by the Butcher. That charge coming out, and the Chen and Butcher able to clear up the Stitches, which means the Dragonite can be taken by Mouse Control.
If they want to, yeah.
Johanna doing a lot of damage to Sylvanas and the Rhaegar here, but not able to pick up a kill. They're both able to leave. A lot of damage onto the Rhaegar, but Johanna's going to get picked off as well. Jeez. And we're going to have Butcher in that Dragonite. There's an early 3-minute Dragonite for side of Mouse Control.
Yeah, very early. Very early. I mean, it's actually 5-1 now. They started off so well, KPA, but it seems like they're dropping the ball a little bit here. But they're still only a level behind, pretty much, so they can still catch up. Just need to land a few kills and stop this dragon doing anything.
Yeah, I mean, the early game Dragon Knights aren't all that much because they don't do much damage, they don't have much health. They're just mostly, they can take maybe a gate, maybe a wall, a tower. That's about it.
The Johanna tanking a lot of damage here. She takes a frozen pulse and does die from that.
Yeah, in fact, the Jane has picked up Snowstorm, which increases the blizzard radius, and that was able to just, you know, cover all the area Johanna wanted to walk through.
Yep. And we
picked up by the back of it.
Zeratul jumped on by the Avatar.
He did some good damage. Wow, Stitches actually came in from the back. Big mistake. He got body blocked out. Wasn't able to go behind his wall, which had already gone anyway, and just got blown up. And we saw Venom come out from the Sylvanas on him. Johanna studying out the Sylvanas, but she's going to be able to Haunted Wave back out. Rhaegar getting caught out a little bit here, though. Jaina and Butcher on the backhand going to pick up that Zeratul. Rhaegar dropping low, gets hit by the Malfurion root. Maybe can die here, able to shield himself with the Earth Shield. Sylvanas dropping really low as well. Everybody in mouse control just so low. Butcher's going to get pulled in by the hook on the Stitches. And they finally get a kill. Kappa do. God, that was intense.
Kappa bring a kill back, which is a good amount of XP. I'm happy to see that. But the push is so hard from mouse control. They've already got most of the outer turrets down. Well, a lot of them.
There's no ammo left up top, but Razalat is going to get caught out here. Zeratul, Stitches, and the Johanna here. He's probably just going to end up dying.
He interrupts the shield there.
He's getting body blocked out. He's going to have to try and duke out. He might jump over the creep, but we're going to get reinforcements from Mouse Call, the Butcher, and Jaina coming in. He's going to get hooked. Might be able to tank this up. Oh, he's surviving. The heal come out from Rhaegar. The shield. I don't know how the Chen's still alive. He's still alive. I don't get it. The Johanna just dies in the end, but they do pick up the Chen. Stitch is falling low. This is going to be disastrous for Kappa. They lose 3 when trying to kill this Chen, and he only barely dies. Oh.
That was so unfortunate. That's why you never want to hard engage a Chen like that. Unless you can.
The super tanky like he is.
Malfurion gets taken out under the turret by the Ice Lance. I think that is Ice Lance or Frostbolt.
The Frostbolt, plus the Blizzard, plus the Water Elemental, just so much damage out that Jaina. It's really unfortunate that Mouse Control didn't have level 10 as they tried to save that Chen, because then the Ancestral Healing could have come on and that could have been even worse for Kappa. But they got level 10 after those kills. Sylvanas actually dropping really low in mid lane to the Zeratul Stitches, but the Butcher going to charge on the Zeratul, stun him out to save the Sylvanas, and the Butcher ult going to go off. That Furnace Blast, blow up Zeratul. God, Razalat's just stood here underneath the fort, tanking everything he needs to on that Chen.
I mean, a consistency that we're seeing with Kappa is that they're just taking so much damage in the early game. They really need, if they focused on their early game, they'd be able to win these late game engages, because here we see they're tanky. They're really tanky, even versus ults. Torf is getting taken out there. The Ancestral comes out by Rhaegar. Zerek's going low. Rani has picked up a kill on the backline though.
Yeah. That Jaina with his
and is he going to be able to
still don't have ultimates out, but he's going to probably get picked up on the back of this. No ultimates out from Kappa yet. They still haven't reached level 10. They took an engagement. They've lost 3 for another 1 yet again. I mean, that's the second Dragon Knight for Mouse Control. They're going to be able to push and take the last remaining fort in the game with this. I didn't even realise that the mid and bottom had been taken out by the Sylvanas. We're going to get Storm, Earth and Fire as the ultimate choice from Chen here, which is quite interesting to see. A bit of engagement happening here. Lots of poke damage. Not too much, but in fact the Johanna's going to get caught out here and blown up off the back of that. Wow, Mouse Control just asserting their dominance. Moving through Storm, Earth and Fire out from the Chen. Going to pick off that Malfurion on the back. And then Chen's going to come back full health and just engage on the Stitches, block him out, stop him being able to do anything. They still have the Dragon Knight for another 5 seconds before it times out. Zeratul's going to get picked up, Stitch is going to get picked up. You're going to see the Johanna try and re-engage, but she's probably just going to get slowed and picked up herself as well. The heal coming out from Malfurion might be able to save her, and it will do in the end. And there's a keep on already 8 minutes into this game. Wow, Mouse Control taking that keep.
And you know, something really interesting is that we have Shadow Assault taking from Zeratul and not the Void Prison. So
quite odd. In fact, Rhaegar's going to die here to the core, as is the Sylvanas.
Sylvanas goes down. And this is really bad, because the XP is going to be huge.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Jaina's dropping quite low.
Oh, misses the hook, though, and that could have been a big game changer. But we have Chen still on the base.
Yeah,
they're actually coming back in, and if this Stitches lands a hook, ultimate coming out, that's going to be a
Falling Sword instead of Blessed Shield coming out, lands a double kill for the Johanna. And in fact, they are going to, the Chen is just drinking up by some towers, going to be able to jump over the gate there. Might be able to run away, but Abathur, I don't know, he's really low, he's dropping really low, he's got no health. The Zeratal's going to come in, blink, cleave.
He misses it! Oh, he still lands.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
So they pick up a few kills here, which actually brings them almost back to level. And they got their level 13 passives. They have their level 13 passives now, so they're not at a huge disadvantage in the next team fight. And that's a big example why you don't want to overextend and overpush, even if you think you're dominating the enemies. If you overpush and you push too hard into their base, that inner tower is going to cleave your whole team down.
Yeah, I mean, the comeback you can do if you get a good team wipe under a core. You get so much experience, you can do a really big comeback with it off the back of that. We're actually going to see Gorge come out from the Stitches here, as you predicted.
Well, this is what I was hoping for, because they have that Furnace Blast.
In fact, we're going to see Sylvanas caught out here by the Zeratul. Going to get Singularity Spike. She's going to run away, going to be able to just jump herself away there.
Oh, she's actually hit one of the creeps. Oh, she has.
In the meantime, Johanna's going to get picked off by the Butcher, plus that Jaina. Jaina's going to get killed off by the Zeratul, but the big Butcher coming out and just cleaning up the Stitches and the Zeratul. Wow. Huge amount of damage coming out of that, and that means Malfurion's going to die. He's going to pop Tranquility, trying to get out of this. A really good route, actually, to keep him in. But I don't see him getting out of this. The Butcher slows. Plus the Rhaegar, plus the Sylvanas. Oh, he gets stunned. In fact, the Sylvanas ultimate came out to try and finish him off, but he was already dead, so...
And there comes the dragon as well. But the Abathur defending that dragon.
Yeah, Razalat on that Stitch is just trying to kill that down. We still have this push in the bottom lane by mouse control.
And we did actually really need to see a Gorge for them to win that fight.
That was a fantastic hook
Ancestral
on the Rhaegar.
Out by Rhaegar.
Just going to Ancestral himself up, yeah. Going to get that Feral Lunge come out on the Zeratul. He's going to fall really low. The Butcher actually going and killing out the Zeratul. Wow, that good charge there. Butcher might die here to the fort, plus the towers. He's going to be falling really low. Rhaegar not able to keep him up. Going to have the Sylvanas get hooked by the Stitches, but that will be the death of the Stitches. Heavenly Sword coming out. Falling Sword coming out from the Johanna, and going to end up dying as well. It's been an absolute kill fest this game. We've got 29 to 11 kills so far. I mean, mouse control showing their dominance though here in game 1. Taking out 2 keeps, absolutely no forts even taken out. But Rhaegar going to get rooted, potentially burst here by the Zeratul, but he's going to get spotted out by the Jaina. And in fact, Rhaegar does end up dying. Dragon Knight though, just hammering away on the core. Razalat in that. After that, the Chen would have just been able to come out and clean up. So that's a good game won by mouse control.
That was a good game. I mean, although it may have looked like a bit of a stomp there, Kappa had an opportunity to really come back into that. So unfortunately, they weren't able to. But they have one last game to keep the dream alive. They have one last game. Just, they got to keep the dream alive.